No, I would have made sure that we did an
These
intro.
trees are fire. I can't even keep it together.
Oh my god! Oh, this is gonna be.
Oh, see, your family, so you know. I keeps it real, okay?
So what else about time, huh?
I don't know. What else about time?
I don't know. My mind is.
I love
ADD. I'm like thinking time, clocks, Flavor Flav.
Well, you are Ani. Outside of this, is a wonderful governess to her brother's two little kids.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about a weird way to watch the passage of time?
Yes,
Watch
I
children grow
love
up.
it. Yeah, watching children grow up is the best way to watch
It
time.
is, but it's also daunting.
It is a little daunting because they
It's slow and it's fast at the same time.
vary that. Yes.
Just today, I was watching them, and I had probably the most stressful situation I've had with them since I started watching them. Because when I first started watching them, one of them was only 3 months old, and the other one was 2. So
Little.
and then
And what?
toddler.
It's been 2 years now.
Yeah. Now the youngest one is a little over 2. She just turned 2 in August. The other one's about 4.5.
Yep.
And so yeah, today I was watching them, and the 4-year-old was in a little side room doing their virtual preschool because they can't go in person right now. And then I was watching the 2.5-year-old and making sure she didn't go upstairs because their mom was working upstairs because she works remote, and that's why I babysit them, so that my brother's fiance can do her job without worrying about the kids. So at one point, the fiance was like, you know what, just let her up here. She's screaming and I can hear her on my call, just let her up here. And at one point she had snuck a cup of oatmeal that Amy, my brother's fiance, had, and painted her whole body with it. And Amy didn't even notice. And then all of a sudden I hear, Michael, come get Emma, she's covered in oatmeal. And I do that, and I take her to the bathroom and I start wiping her down, and then I hear, Michael, go get the other one. He's cutting his hair on the Zoom call. And I'm like, one of them's half covered in oatmeal, and I had to go in and I see the 4-year-old, big old bald patch right in the middle of his head, and all he's got is cut hair smashed into a ball.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this all happened within a 5-minute period. And on top of that too, the little one took a giant dump in her diaper at the same time, so I had to clean that up as well. I was like, Jesus Christ. The things we do for family.
Yeah.
I love it though, it's rewarding.
I'm the second oldest out of a family of 6 kids, so I did a lot of watching kids and babysitting. My little brother was newborn when I was 7, and that little fool would not stay out of the trash can. He would climb into the trash can. I don't know, and just be as happy as a pig in shit.
Yep.
In the trash can, looking like a little piglet. So yeah, time and watching the babies grow up. I love that. I do love that.
Yeah, it is super nice, and I'm so happy that I get to be a part of it.
I have
as much as I am.
Lots and lots of my Chanel children and friends that they went to school with that I know, and they all have kids and babies now, and I am a godmother.
Like a real life?
I am a real life godmother to my friend's daughter, who's now I think she's 24 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was godmommy Maxi. Yeah, so watched her grow up. That's a wonderful way to watch time go by. You see them and then they're 1.5 feet taller. If you're not around the kids all the time. But then
yeah, I can't believe the 2-year-old that I watch. She now knows how to operate the Amazon Fire remote.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, you can't even speak sentences yet. How are you doing this?
Because that's their world. They start out with all that.
Yeah. It's wild. It's nice. But it's also weird.
It is, yes, very.
And now also, mind you, the 2-year-old is also in her tarot too, so she's also, she doesn't throw tantrums, but she's sassy and she's combative.
Yes, sassy.
Oh no, she's sassy as hell, but she's also a total goofball. Every morning when I show up to watch them, she runs to the door in just a diaper because she refuses to wear clothes.
Oh yeah.
And she does this. Mine is here, mine is here.
But it's much cuter than that.
Was that not cute?
No. No.
I mean, that's what she does. She puts her fingers out and just goes. And then runs inside.
When you stick your tongue out that like that, it looks like you have a beard.
Did I paint one out on
A beard
accident?
and a mustache.
Oh no, it's supposed to be a skull.
No, when you don't do that, you can see the teeth. Maybe you need to get up in there with more detail.
I don't know, you're high.
I am high. That is also true. That is also true. Maybe that's why I was so ready to get it all this green.
You're just poison ivy out here.
Money and weed.
Money and weed.
Money and weed.
Just
Oh,
want
my
your
goodness.
jewels, just want your drugs. If this doesn't show up, this is just going to be disembodied hands and a face. It's going to be so cute. Get it, snake
Let me
arms.
do some stuff in case that's the case.
That'll be the actual intro shot.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Time. Yeah, time. Like, now, I love wearing a watch. I grew up
I don't.
wearing
I'm allergic
a
to
watch.
metal. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But I have a pocket watch in my phone, you know.
I do love clocks and watches, you know, things that keep time. Yeah.
Do you like actual clocks? Like,
Yeah, I love
I have
them.
one that I have no space for if you want. It was
Ooh,
my mom's.
hook
and
it
I love
up, because
It's
we don't
pretty.
actually have a wall clock.
I mean, this is more of a mantle clock.
Okay. Oh, it sits on.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
good.
it's a big piece of wood. It's about this big.
That'll work.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
I have no space for it, and honestly,
We'll
I
figure
just
it
don't-
out.
I don't have anywhere to put it. So.
You know, I'll figure it out, honey. I'll blend it up into the decor.
Well, I'll bring it
Okay.
with me next time. It's
Sure.
cute. It's well made.
Okay. All right. I love it.
Yeah. Gotta love
What
it.
else? What else about time?
You know what? We can actually let's switch over to the herb. We're gonna talk about weed. Let's do that.
Oh, hey, okay. Let's talk about weed
We're
real
gonna talk.
quick.
No, I meant the herb time.
The herb time. Oh. Can be mistaken for weed. Has been sold to teenagers that thought they were doing
that's
something.
true. No, actually this brings something really crazy up. The first time I ever got high, I had a panic attack because, as it turns out, I didn't actually have weed. I smoked a bunch of oregano and thyme,
Yeah.
and it caused some serious. It actually got me sick for a couple days.
That's
I had
awful.
burnt lungs.
Wow, that's awful.
Yeah, I was 14 years old. I remember too, I smoked it and I couldn't breathe, and I was wearing rollerblades and I had to rollerblade home maybe a mile.
Oh
And
no.
the whole time I was sweating. I was I couldn't breathe at all. There were hills and then downhills and shit. And I eventually got home and I had to tell my mom what happened because I'm freaking out, you know.
Yeah.
And
Oh, the very first go.
well, that was the thing too. She's like, let me smell your breath. And she smelled my breath and she's like, you didn't smoke weed, honey. You smoked spices. And so
They played you.
Yep. So then she got the humidifier out. She got me some water. She gave me a Valium because I thought I was dying.
Oh, I love her.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, my mom used to do that all the time.
I love her.
Once I was in high school,
Yeah.
that's how she treated it. She was like, if I want to smoke weed, I can smoke weed whenever I want, but at home.
Okay.
If I want to have a drink, I'm allowed 2 drinks at home once a week. And then anytime I had a bad day at my day job,
That way you
and
don't have to
came
run
home-
out
and came
there
home
finding
emotional.
it.
Yeah, and I remember I was almost 17. I came home from work one night in tears because I had a really bad day and my boss was a douchebag. And she gave me a martini and a Valium. She's like, chill out, watch TV.
Okay. Cute.
Yep.
Love it.
No, she's dead now.
Yes.
Time.
So's mine.
Time.
Time. Talking about time, I was 16.
Damn.
Yeah.
When your mom passed?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, that's why I don't hold on to things that anger me because it's too much to hold on to that.
Life's too short for that shit.
Yeah, nobody has time
Anger
for
was the
that
last
shit.
episode, though.
Yeah, anger.
Yeah, anger
Well,
was
I
the
know.
last
Hey, that was the last episode, but so we talked about it, and now here we are with time.
Well, okay, so what's your favorite way to cook with time?
I don't have a favorite way to cook with time.
No?
No,
What about the dish that takes the longest that you like to make?
I mean you're a cook, Ani. I'm not a cook like you.
Okay.
No, I told you this. While I've worked in restaurants most of my career in working. I'm just not. I don't because I always work in restaurants. I never really cook at home.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm the opposite.
What's your favorite thing to cook with time?
like the herb or time itself?
Because this bitch can burn down the kitchen, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can cook. She makes all the cuisines too.
Oh, so my favorite thing to cook with the herb time is I have a fantastic salmon on papillote recipe, which basically just means salmon cooked in paper.
Oh,
I think I've made it for you once.
newspaper.
You could use newspaper, but I prefer parchment because I don't like the ink.
Okay, yeah, nobody wants to eat the ink.
No, yeah, I use parchment paper. I think you were here when I cooked that once, right?
Child, I've been here when you cook so much stuff.
So basically, it's shallots, zucchini, lemon, butter, salmon, and then a bunch of fresh thyme, salt and pepper, and olive oil. And you basically layer it the way you want it with the meat on top and then the thyme on top. And then you fold it into a paper pouch and roll it up and then bake it for about 20 minutes at 325, 350. And it just comes out just succulent and beautiful.
Uh-huh.
But my favorite dish to make that takes time to make is probably my ramen recipe.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it takes about 3 days.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I like to do, I take a bunch of pork shank bones and I roast them in the oven for about 8 hours.
She's writing a cookbook, by the way.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah, I'm writing a cookbook, so eventually you'll be able to get these recipes.
Yeah.
I roast pork shank bones for about 8 hours at 250 degrees for about 8 hours. And then I stew them in a slow cooker for about 16 hours.
See, I don't have that much time to devote to a kitchen like that.
Oh, well, I mean, for me, it's something well, it's a set it and forget it kind of thing. Like, when it comes to the roasting aspect, you don't have to salt or pepper or oil them. You just put the shank bones on a pan, throw it in the oven, and you just let that thing go for 8 hours.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to do any of this.
And even with the slow cooker, it's a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Yeah, no.
The only part that's actual work is once the broth is done, you then. Oh, okay. So when I say it takes 3 days, I mean cumulatively
Listen to how
overall
excited she is.
stuff. I also make marinated tea eggs to go with it. If you've never had a tea egg, I highly recommend it. Soy sauce, black tea, and mirin, which is sweetened sake. Marinate soft-boiled eggs in that overnight. I swear to God, it's going to be the most delicious things you ever have.
Well, you need to make those one day. I'll try those.
Oh,
But girl, I ain't making them.
That's fair.
I'll let you do it.
Seriously, if any of you who are watching this and want to know anything about cooking, I swear to God,
She loves it.
I'm the bitch to ask.
She loves it.
And I like those fancy techniques. I mean, I can do like down home street food as well. However, I really like to focus on more like haute cuisine kind of things. I like that fancy shit. What can I say? I grew up in a world of specialty food.
She does.
I'm a certified cheese expert. I have basic sommelier training. I can do it all.
Okay, bitch. Enough about you.
Okay, your turn. Or do we want to finish? We're at 25 minutes.
Let's say goodbye to the people then.
Do you want to say anything else before we go?
I want to say I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you guys. This has been Kiki Quickie with my sister.
Ani Created.
And I'm Maxi Chanel. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love you.
Bye bye.